Hey everybody. So I'm going to briefly demonstrate the crossfading tool that you're required to download for the assignment for this course. So once you download the crossfading tool, I'm going to go to my downloads folder and I can see it here. Now I'm doing this on a Mac, but there's a Mac version and a PC version. Download whatever version works for you. Now it doesn't really matter which one you use. They're both very similar. And so I'm going to drag it out on my desktop just so that I have it readily available. When you decompress it, what you'll see is a folder, and this is the folder that you're going to be working with for the assignment. And when you look inside of it, you can see that there's an application, and there's also a source file. These files were actually created in a language called MaxMSP. And if you want to mess around with the source file, you can. I'm going to open it up briefly. And so this is what the application looks like. Basically, these applications were built for me to show clients, game developers, how interactive music worked. And so there are a series of these tools included with my book that you can download if you want, or you can download them right from this website. So let's check this out really quick. So there's some buttons across the top, and there's two faders, and when I play it, there are just three simple loops in here to kind of test how my music's going to fade back and forth. There's also a movie down here which I can replace with gameplay footage to give a developer a better sense of how the interactive music's going to work in the game. So when I play this, it's fairly simple. I just press start, and I'm going to hear the audio, and that audio is going to play, and it's playing mix 1. And when I want to go to mix 2, then it plays mix 2. Now these are tempo aligned so that the crossfade between them works pretty well. And so let me show you how to put your own music in. So as I've talked about in the assignment itself, you have to export wave files at 44:16 interleave stereo. So I've done that already. I have two mixes, and these two pieces are from a game that I'm working on called Walden. And what I'm going to do is I've named them correctly, and basically what I'm going to do is go into the original folder called crossfading, and you can see that I have three wave files in there, mix 1, 2, and 3. I'm only using the first two at this point, which is what you guys need to do for the class. I'm going to take my two mixes and just replace them. Now, if I've done everything properly and I've named them exactly the same, I should get this dialog box saying, all right, are you sure you want to replace these? And yes, you do, because you're just replacing those loops that you have. Now, if you make a mistake and you need to go back and re-download this application, you definitely can. But let's check it out. Now that I've replaced those two things, I'm going to go in here and open up my crossfading application. And now I should be able to hear my two mixes together. So this is music that I've written for Walden. And let's hear what it sounds like when I crossfade into a different piece. Pretty terrible. Different key, totally. Not exactly what I wanted. So if I were going to go back and sort of adjust these two, these pieces aren't meant to really work together with one another. I would go back and change the key so that they probably work more together, or I'd use a transitionary piece to kind of get us back and forth. But it's interesting how I hit the tritone exactly right there in any case. So that's all you need to do. If you want to replace the movie as well, you can do that. So this is what you can do to replace the movie. You can download a movie, and then just like I replaced the WAV files, I can actually bring in a movie file. So I'm just going to pull one on my hard drive. I have another person's project, and I'm going to go ahead and pull the movie folder or the movie file itself and just replace it. So for instance, in here I can go in here and find a movie file, and again it just has to be a QuickTime movie file, and you can again replace it just like we did with the audio file. Once we do that, I can open it up, and then it's going to play with whatever that new movie is. You can see this person had taken a clip from Alice. And so when I hit start, my music would play along with Alice. Again, it's not written for Alice at all, but if I were going to play it, this was what it would be like. So, and that's how it works. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck. One other thing that I want to talk about is how to name this and how to post it. So here's my folder here, and what I'm basically going to do is the file naming convention is first name, then underscore last name, and then underscore crossfading. So what I'll do is I'll name this folder Michael underscore Sweet. And by the way, in video games, it's really important to be as detailed as possible. In the example that I'm giving you, I used all lowercase, so that's what I want you guys to do too. It's all lowercase, and then it's called crossfading. And then you need to zip up your own folder. I'm going to get rid of this one because that's the original zip. I'm going to go ahead and just right-click, compress. On a PC, it's pretty similar. You right-click and hit zip, and that will zip your folder for you. And then once it zips all together, here's my file, and this is what you'll be posting to the assignment itself. Let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to hearing the work that you've done.